Hey guys, how is it all going? Thank you so much for joining me for what is my Mr. Creep movie review. And the plot of Mr. Creep is we have four students who, in their wise wisdom, want to do a documentary about an urban legend serial killer called Mr. Creep. And apparently, Mr. Creep, over 20 years ago, murdered 200 people whose bodies have never been found. And Mr. Creep does kind of remain a mystery. I mean, was he real? Was he not real? Unfortunately for our group, they are going to find out. And they're going to find out a very harsh lesson that, yes, he is real. And we have our movie. Now, I don't mind found footage movies. In fact, I think when found footage movies are done right, they really hit the spot for me. And it's been two found footage movies in my life that have generally scared the living piss out of me. One is Blair Witch Project, which I remember watching that when I was 18 years old, and it terrified me. I had sleepless nights because of that movie. I am not ashamed to admit it. And the second one is the first Paranormal Activity movie. I had to watch that movie on my own when I worked in the cinema in the dark to make sure that film played okay before opening night. I slept with the lights on for a good week after watching that movie. It creeped me out. So the two times that movies have really terrified me have been found footage movies. So when I think they're done well, they can really hit the mark, especially for me. But the problem is with found footage movies, there's a lot of shit as well. I mean, they can be really bad. And unfortunately, there's a lot of them compared to really good found footage movies. So I am actually quite happy to say, I'm quite surprised to say this, is that Mr. Creep is a really effective and really well done little found footage movie. It's definitely not in the bad pile whatsoever. We can move this one into the good pile. I wouldn't say it's like a Blair Witch or Paranormal Activity level because it didn't creep me out that much. But I will say this. There was moments in this movie where I genuinely felt uneasy. And I think I watched this movie the perfect way. I think the way you watch this movie, guys, is watch it on your own, in the dark, in the middle of the night, and just get sucked into it. Because what I like about this movie is it has a really uneasy, nerving atmosphere about it. And what really makes it unnerving for me is what the film is named after. The character of Mr. Creep is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Horrible to look at. Like I always say with these guys, you would not want to bump into this guy in the middle of the night at all, whatsoever. Just, oh, like he's actually, oh, he's actually making the hits on the back of my neck stand up just thinking about it. And whoever plays Mr. Creeps, I didn't look it up, I'm sorry, I'm not too sure, but I think he does a great job. He's just got a really creepy voice and just the way he just like kind of holds himself. It just, it's unnerving, man, it really is. And another thing that ticks the box with me in horror movies as well, I hate creepy dolls. I really do. And this movie has one, and it's an ugly little bastard. And it is, oh my, horrible. Just absolutely horrible. And unfortunately, if you see that creepy doll, unfortunately for you, Mr. Creep is not far behind. Like he's close by, so it's not a good thing. And also in this movie as well, I like our main four leads. I like the interaction with them all, and the acting is pretty decent. To be fair, like I bought into them. I bought them as a group. So I'm generally surprised at how much I actually did enjoy this movie. Now, is it perfect? No. But no movie is perfect. It does have its flaws. But it's hard to explain the flaws because I'd kind of be going into spoiler territory with it, and which I don't want to do because this is spoiler free. But there's a couple of incidents that happen in the movie which don't really make much sense. And you'll understand what I mean when you do watch the film. I'll say this, there's one moment with an older lady in the movie and the events that happened there that don't really get explained later on. Like, nothing really gets explained in this movie. You're just along for the ride. And I don't mind that not everything has to be explained, like read out to me. I get it. But just sometimes you just need a little more than what you're getting. And the only way I can explain certain things that happen is the fact that there's got to be a supernatural element involved in this. There's got to be. Otherwise, if there isn't, it's just too convenient with what happens a lot of the time. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, I would be going into spoilers with that, so we'll leave that for now. Now let you watch the film, guys, and make your own minds up and see if you agree with me or not. But overall, I dug this film. It's not long. It's only just over an hour long. And I think the guy that wrote and directed it, I think his name's Isaac Rodriguez. I think he did a great job with this, man, to be fair. With what you had, you've pulled off a pretty effective found footage movie, so you and your team should be very proud of what you achieved. So, guys, you will find it on Amazon to buy or rent. That's how I got it. I rented it. So, I would give Mr. Creep, I'd give it a solid 3.5 out of 5. I think it's worth your time. Like I say, it's only over an hour long. And it's a pretty effective little found footage movie. Watch it the way I did. Watch it on your own in the middle of the night with all the lights turned off, no candles lit, and watch it that way. And honestly, it will get you in a couple of parts. There's some really effective jump scenes that I think a fart came out of me at one point with one of them. I jumped that much. I don't even know why I haven't made that on this review, but hey, fuck it. It happened. So, guys, have you watched Mr. Creep already? What did you think of the movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What's your favourite found footage movie? What's your worst found footage movie? Whatever it is, guys, just leave a comment below. It is always a pleasure hearing from you. And, as always, please, take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you again real soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye now.